can't do anything. Come on, folks. All right. There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be none by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none. That passes unanimously. There's no action that needs to be taken at this time. So at this point, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn the call board meeting.
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Mr. Hester, who's been working really hard to get in there, and I appreciate that. Any questions?
This is different. You gotta watch out.
All right. There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be none by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. There is none. The 3 o'clock meeting is adjourned. And we'll start up the committee meeting in just a second. All right, good afternoon. The time is 4:01 p.m. and I call to order the Bibb County Board of Education Committee meeting for Thursday, March 19, 2026. Good afternoon, everybody. First, I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda. Motion by Ms. Johnson, second by Ms. Hanlon. Okay, congratulations. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be none by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. There is none. That motion passes unanimously. Next, we'll move on to Instructional Services Committee. Dr. Lisa Garrett Boyd is our chair. Take it away.
Okay, welcome everybody. It's good to see you this afternoon, excuse me. It's not quite nighttime. We have 2 items on the agenda today. We have 1 presentation and 1 action item. Our first presentation is presented by the Senior Cabinet and Select Principals on the PUSH District Efforts on the Ground to Boost Achievement. And Dr. Ludwig will start. All of these lovely people following.
President Morton, members of the Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. Today, we are pleased to present the PUSH, District Efforts on the Ground to Boost Achievement. This presentation highlights how our district leaders and school teams are working together to strengthen instruction, improve attendance, and accelerate student achievement across the district. What you'll see today is not a new initiative, but it is a focused, coordinated effort aligned to our strategic goals and grounded in what is happening daily in our classrooms and schools. Now, before we walk through the work itself, it's important to ground the PUSH in our shared mission, vision, and beliefs about student success. Our mission commits us to maximizing both student achievement and social emotional well-being in safe and equitable learning environments. Our vision reminds us of the end goal, students who are empowered to learn, lead, and succeed along their chosen paths. The PUSH is simply how we bring that mission and vision to life every day across our district. This slide reflects the beliefs and priorities that guide our work. Our guiding principles, personalized learning, collaboration, engagement, safety, and effective leadership, shape how we support schools and students. Our goals focus on student achievement, staff effectiveness, and stakeholder engagement because strong outcomes require strong systems and people. The PUSH is aligned to these principles, ensuring that every student graduates empowered, prepared, and ready for what comes next. So here you have a slide that grounds us in the purpose of today's presentation. Now, our goal is to give the board a snapshot of how the push is being implemented across the district, not just as a theme, but as coordinated work happening daily in our schools. We're focused on 3 core outcomes: strengthening instruction, improving student attendance, and accelerating academic achievement. The roadmap outlines the key drivers behind that work: expanded learning opportunities, including after-school programs, data-informed instruction using Beacon assessments, district-wide attendance initiatives and mental health supports, technology infrastructure that supports teaching and learning, leadership support for our principals, and school-level examples that show the push in action. Again, the takeaway is important. The push is more than a slogan. It is a focused, aligned effort across our departments and our schools. Here you have our strategic alignment. Our work is centered on students demonstrating academic and social emotional growth, which is goal 1. It is preparing them for life beyond K through 12, and whether that's college, career, or military pathways. To do that, again, we are prioritizing literacy and numeracy across grade levels, strong Tier 1 instruction, MTSS supports for students, and personalized learning experiences that meet students where they are. And you may recall that those areas are very much aligned with our strategic plan. If you remember our performance measures, of course, they're listed here in front of you, but again, those performance measures as well as our priority areas are what we will be highlighting today. Importantly, these measures allow us to monitor both access and outcomes, whether students are present, engaged, and progressing academically. Again, the priority areas: achievement, literacy, attendance, and climate and culture reflect our understanding that student success is driven by strong instruction, consistent attendance, and supportive school environments. And now that we've grounded the push in our strategic goal for student achievement, we want to walk the board through how this work is showing up across the district. What you'll hear are updates directly from district leaders who are responsible for key components of the push. Each will share how their teams are advancing this work, the supports in place for schools, and the impact we're seeing so far. Together, these sections demonstrate how the push is not siloed, but coordinated across departments. Finally, you'll hear directly from our school leaders, our school principals, who will bring the push to life through school-level examples, showing how district supports translate into real practices. At this time, to get us started, we're going to talk about extended learning. I'm excited to welcome Dr. McClendon to discuss more.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sims, Board President Morton, and board members. In the next few slides, I will demonstrate for you how extended learning through the after-school program supports the push. The work of the 21st Century After-School Program is a direct extension of our district push, expanding learning time to accelerate literacy, strengthen attendance, and improve outcomes. Our 21st Century Community Learning Center strategy is designed to expand learning beyond the school day and accelerate student outcomes. We provide academic enrichment during non-school hours to students in kindergarten through 12th grade across 33 school sites, ensuring equitable access to additional learning time and support. This work is aligned to state standards and focused on closing learning gaps, directly supporting our push for literacy and academic achievement. Through after-school, summer, and expanded day programming, we are not simply adding time, we are maximizing time with structured, high-quality learning experiences. This strategy directly advances our district priorities around access, achievement, and opportunity for every student. Our implementation is focused and intentional across 4 priority areas, all aligned to our district's push framework. First, we drive academic achievement through targeted interventions and small group instruction, strengthening literacy and core academic skills. Second, students engage in hands-on STEM experiences that build critical thinking, problem solving, and real-world application. Third, we connect learning to future pathways through career exploration opportunities, including robotics, STEM labs, and exposure to high-demand fields. And fourth, we invest in the whole child by strengthening social and emotional development, leadership capacity, and college and career readiness, key drivers of student engagement and attendance. This ensures that every additional minute of learning time is purposeful and directly supports improved student outcomes. The impact of this work is clear and measurable. Through a $4.4 million federal investment, students are gaining the equivalent of 45 additional school days each year, significantly increasing their access to structured academic support. We have hosted 77 family engagements events so far this year, strengthening the partnership between school and home and reinforcing the importance of consistent attendance. And most importantly, 3 out of 4 registered students attend daily, demonstrating strong engagement and program value. These results show we are moving in the right direction and making a measurable difference for our students. Thank you.
Good evening, Board President Morton, Superintendent Dr. Sims, and board members. Let's look at some of the ways teaching and learning remains focused on the push. Last year, we surveyed our school leaders regarding our school-based support. One of the outcomes was the development of a stronger and quicker feedback system. So we strengthened our school-based support through an automatic feedback form that captures the purpose of each school visit and allows for faster follow-up and clearer next steps. The form details the purpose of the visit, whether to support a lesson, model a lesson, engage in PLC, or coach the coach. Here you see a snapshot which shows the average number of school visits conducted by our team this school year. For example, in the month of August, there were 20 days of school. 229 visits were conducted in the month of August, which is an average of 11.45 school visits each day. Another outcome of the survey was the modification of professional learning. Originally, staff would come from our buildings and attend professional learning off-site as we worked to share Godot expectations and strengthen our instructional focus. This year, we streamlined core instructional schedules across schools so teachers can participate in building-based professional learning while Teaching and Learning delivers training remotely across the district, reducing substitute costs and increasing immediate classroom application. We also created a sequenced professional learning rollout training, principals, then assistant principals, followed by school-based coaches and teachers to ensure alignment, share expectations, and coherent implementation in every building. We have also aligned the push through early literacy acceleration that is aligned to Georgia Early Literacy Act, the Science of Reading expectations. As you know, House Bill 538, the Georgia Early Literacy Act, mandates that reading instruction in Georgia public schools be based on the science of reading, and that all K through 3 teachers be trained on the science of reading. In Bibb, we understand the impact and need for early literacy, and we have mandated training for not just K through 3 teachers, but K through 5 teachers in Bibb. In May, 433 out of our 481 K through 5 teachers will have completed training, which represents 90% of all K through 5 teachers. Finally, I wanted to bring the Beacon data back now that we have completed the spring administration. Keeping in mind these parameters, support needed on Beacon aligns with the milestones beginning learner levels. Near target encompasses the milestones levels of developing, proficient, and early distinguished learners. And Beacon's prepared learning level responds to the highest milestones level, distinguished learners. To the right of the chart, you see some ELA highlights. Grades 3 through 5 show clear positive movement. Support needed dropped 5 points from 26% to 21%, and prepared rose 2 points from 5% to 7%, yielding a 3-point increase in students at or above near target, 69% to 72%. Grade 8 remained overall stable, with a 2-point shift into prepared from 11% to 13%, which is offset by a 2-point dip in the near target from 44% to 42%, while support needed remained unchanged at 45%. Here is the updated Beacon math data. To the right of the chart, you see math highlights, with grades 3 through 5 showing strong positive movement, with the near target increasing 9 points, while support needed decreased from 50% to 41%, reflecting fewer students in the lowest band. Grade 8 demonstrated similar internal growth, with near target increasing by 5 points, a small rise in prepared from 5% to 7%, and a 7-point reduction in support needed, indicating early shifts upward within the performance levels. Throughout the district and within the teaching and learning department, the push is being implemented through tighter instructional cycles, more consistent professional learning, and focused early literacy and math strategies aligned to state expectations. Teaching and learning is operationalizing this work by increasing the frequency and clarity of school-based coaching, standardizing structures that protect time for learning and practice, and monitoring progress using common measures. That concludes our teaching and learning updates. Thank you.
Good afternoon, President Morton, Superintendent Sims, and Board. With attendance as a key driver of student success, this section highlights how we are addressing attendance through targeted supports and interventions. Challenges related to student well-being, behavior, and mental health directly impact attendance. When students are experiencing unmet social, emotional, or mental health needs, they are more likely to miss school. This slide highlights how the district addresses these root causes to improve attendance and keep students engaged in learning. Our school-based mental health work is designed to ensure that students have the social, emotional, and behavioral supports they need to fully present and engage in, to be present and engaged in learning. We know that when students feel safe, supported, and emotionally regulated, they are better able to attend school consistently, participate in instruction, and perform at their highest academic levels. This initiative is not simply about providing services. It is about building a coordinated system of support that allows us to identify students' needs early and connect them to the appropriate level of care. Through this work, all schools across the district have access to coordinated mental health supports when students need them. In addition, nearly all of our school counselors, school social workers, and school psychologists will be trained on these updated priorities by April 10th, strengthening the capacity of our schools to respond to student needs in real time. Ultimately, this work supports the district's focus on attendance, literacy, positive school climate, and readiness for milestone assessments by helping ensure that students are emotionally prepared to engage and succeed. To put this work into practice, we operate through a coordinated tiered system of support that allows us to respond to a wide range of student needs. At the universal level, we focus on prevention and skill building through strategies such as social emotional learning, PBIS-aligned supports, and wellness initiatives that help students develop the skills needed to manage stress, build resilience, and stay engaged in school. For students who need additional support, targeted interventions such as small groups, brief counseling, and grief support provide opportunities to address emerging concerns before they escalate. For students experiencing more significant mental challenges, our team works to connect them to intensive services. These may include school-based therapy as well as virtual, home-based, or community-based mental health services, depending on the student's needs and family circumstances. Our school-based mental health department serves as the central hub for intake, screening, and service coordination. Through this process, students referred to our team receive coordinated support to ensure they are connected to the most appropriate services and continue receiving assistance until those services are fully in place. This work is supported by a multidisciplinary team of professionals, which includes service providers, service coordinators, school psychologists, and other specialized staff who are available to collaborate closely with school counselors, social workers, and administrators. Additionally, our newly implemented BH Works platform allows us to track referrals, monitor student progress, and coordinate services across teams, helping ensure that students receive timely, data-informed support. We are already seeing early indicators that our school-based mental health and whole child supports are making a difference. We have established a strategic student support team that allows us to coordinate services and respond more effectively to student needs. Collaboration across counselors, social workers, psychologists, and community partners has strengthened ensuring students receive the right support at the right time. Schools are also increasing their use of evidence-informed SEL resources, helping students build emotional regulation and decision-making skills. Since August, 376 student referrals have been assessed through our centralized process and connected to appropriate supports. With the implementation of BH Works, we are better able to track referrals, monitor progress, and coordinate services in real time. Together, these efforts are expanding access to services and strengthening outcomes related to student engagement, behavior, and attendance.
Good evening, President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. Technology Services is the infrastructure behind the push, the foundation that supports literacy, innovation, and attendance across the district. Our strategy is to remove barriers at scale, barriers to access, engagement, and information, so students can connect to learning, teachers can deliver strong instruction, and leaders can respond quickly. We deliver this strategy through our mission of exceptional customer service, purposeful innovation, and operational efficiency so the work happening in schools can thrive daily. Currently, here's what the strategic infrastructure looks like in practice. First is access. We keep devices, networks, and core platforms dependable so literacy and daily instruction are not interrupted. Second is engagement. We support intentional classroom use, pairing tools with training, modeling, and support so technology strengthens instruction and keeps students engaged. And third is information. We provide reliable systems and streamlined data accessibility so schools and leaders can monitor conditions, act faster, and support attendance and instructional needs. And underneath all three is operational reliability, secure, stable systems, and responsive support, because the push doesn't move forward if the infrastructure isn't reliable. This work is ongoing, so we're focused on credible early indicators that the infrastructure is doing its job. We're seeing strong use of technology-integrated instruction, consistent partnership and support activity across the schools, and stable systems that reduce disruptions. These indications matter because they reflect the conditions the push requires. Students can access learning, classrooms can stay engaging, and leaders can act on information quickly, which supports attendance and achievement growth over time. Technology Services is the infrastructure, steady, reliable, and improving, that helps literacy, innovation, and attendance take hold district-wide. And per the urging of Dr. Sims, I would like to take a moment. Part of that infrastructure will be leaving shortly. Board members, if you'll help me in recognizing Mr. Stephen Nowacki, who has been with us for a long time. He retires next Friday. He will be missed.
Good evening. This graphic illustrates the core leadership supports provided by the Office of School Leadership and Supports. Executive officers work directly with principals through coaching, instructional and organizational oversight, leadership networks, and core team development to ensure schools have the systems necessary to improve student outcomes. The Office of School Leadership and Supports focuses on strengthening the leadership capacity of principals and school leadership teams across the district. All 3 executive officers support principals through 6 key leadership structures: principal coaching, induction and mentorship for new leaders, principal professional learning communities, core team leadership support, strategic oversight through instructional rounds and school improvement planning, and leadership collaboration through district networks. This work supports the district's PUSH framework. Through aligned efforts, principals collaborate through leadership PLCs and district networks to strengthen systems such as attendance monitoring, intervention and enrichment planning, and overall instructional alignment. Through rigorous approaches, executive officers conduct monthly instructional rounds and monitor school improvement plans to ensure classrooms reflect state standards and high expectations for student learning. And through committed delivery, principals receive individualized coaching and leadership support to implement the systems needed to improve student outcomes. Across the district, we are seeing measurable indicators connected to these leadership systems. For example, chronic absenteeism has been reduced by 1,600 students compared to this time last school year. Over 9,000 students are currently receiving targeted academic intervention across all of our school sites and programs in various ways. Monthly instructional rounds show stronger alignment in classroom tasks, collaborative planning, and assessment practices. And Beacon data readiness indicators indicate that 58% of students in grades 3 through 8 across ELA and math combined are currently prepared or near target for milestones proficiency. These indicators reflect the impact of stronger leadership systems across our schools. When principals are supported through coaching, instructional oversight, and leadership collaboration, they are better able to strengthen instruction, support teachers, and improve student outcomes overall. At this time, we will hear from 3 innovative schools who will share how they are implementing their PUSH plans to accelerate student success. Please welcome Principal Betty Anderson, proud principal of Ingram Pie Elementary, under the leadership of Executive Officer Dr. Stephen Jones. Principal Chandrika Gibson, principal of Miller Fine Arts Magnet Middle School, under the leadership of Executive Officer Mr. Nelson Render, and Principal Donna Walker Thompson, principal of Northeast Magnet High School, under the leadership of yours truly, Dr. Shara Williford. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Principal Betty Anderson.
Good afternoon, Board President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Sims. I stand before you as the proud principal of Ingram Pie Elementary School, where we believe every student can achieve at high levels when instruction is intentional, targeted, and responsive. That belief drives our Push to Proficiency Georgia Milestone Plan. Our work is grounded in one clear mission: mission possible, exit to excellence, target the need, plan the push, accelerate success in ELA and math. At Ingram Pie, our work begins with data. We analyze common formative assessment, district unit assessments, benchmark assessments, and mock milestone results to identify priority standards, uncover misconceptions, and determine which students need reteaching, acceleration, or individualized support. This allows us to analyze the data, identify areas of growth, and modify the push towards proficiency. Our instructional response is immediate and intentional. Daily instruction includes spiral review, standards-based mini lessons, small group instruction, and frequent exit tickets. Students engage with Georgia milestone questions, text-based writing, reasoning, and problem solving, ensuring the rigor of the assessment becomes part of everyday learning. We have also built dedicated time into our schedule for targeted intervention through IPI Milestones Boot Camp. On Thursdays, we focus on ELA, and on Fridays, there's a focus on math. Student groups are refreshed using current data so we can respond quickly to need. Students below proficiency receive urgent support. Bubble students receive a strong push towards proficiency, and proficient students receive push elite acceleration. We also use mock Georgia milestone assessments to build stamina and guide reteaching, while digital tools like Freckle and Waggle help teachers monitor growth and close learning gaps in real time. Finally, we recognize that achievement is tied to engagement and attendance. Through family communications, house incentives, coaching, walkthroughs, and weekly data reviews, we keep our push to proficiency visible and school-wide. At Ingram Pie Elementary, proficiency does not happen by chance. It happens when we target the need, plan the push, and move every student toward excellence. Thank you.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Dr. Sims, and senior cabinet. Thank you for the opportunity to share the work happening at Miller Fine Arts Magnet Middle School. This year at Miller, our call to action is push. Persist until success happens for every student every day. We do this by ensuring every system, every classroom practice, every instructional decision moves us closer to improved student outcomes. We organize our work through what we call our push priorities, aligned efforts, rigorous approaches, and committed delivery. This slide captures a snapshot of how we align as a school community, how we support teaching and learning, and how we hold ourselves accountable for delivering sustainable learning experiences for our students each day. First, under aligned efforts, we make sure that we ensure our people, our systems, and our stakeholders are all working towards the same goals. Teachers, leaders, and staff, we share ownership of our academic initiatives. We maintain consistent expectations for our vision of our school, and we have systems in place and operating procedures in place that are cohesive throughout our building. We pride ourselves at Miller on sustaining a positive classroom or school environment and building strong partnerships through PBIS and Leader in Me initiatives. As a result, 84% of our staff report that school improvement priorities are clearly communicated. 72% of our staff report that our leadership incorporates teacher voice, and 86% of our families report that they are well informed on our school priorities. Most importantly, we have seen a 51% reduction in our office discipline referrals, allowing more time for teaching, learning, and developing leaders. Under rigorous approaches, our focus is on strengthening instruction. Through data-driven professional learning teams, teachers analyze students' performance data, they identify learning gaps, and design standards-aligned learning experiences that challenge our students to think deeply. There is a strong emphasis for our school on readiness, ensuring students are reading on grade level, attending school regularly, and engaging in learning experiences that connect to future opportunities and beyond the core pathways. This work is supported through our Mustang Readiness Intervention Block, which happens every day for 50 minutes. This is a time in which every teacher, every student are officially engaged in math and reading instruction. As a result, this year we've seen 70% of our students have met or exceeded typical growth in the STAR reading, and 52% has met or exceeded typical growth in STAR math from the fall to winter. Finally, under committed delivery, we ensure that our strong instructional practices are executed consistently in each class through our teaching and learning cycles. Teachers explicitly teach and model learning, monitor student understanding, reteach when necessary, and provide standards-based feedback to move students towards mastery. As a result, our current pass rates for all classes and grade levels remain strong, with 80% passing ELA, math with 75%, science with 85%, and our social studies with 93%. Our STAR data also shows a continued opportunity for growth, with 23% of our students performing at proficient or above in math, and 60% of our students developing and above. 35% of our ELA students are proficient and above, with 70% performing at the developing and above level. Through our committed delivery efforts, we are intentionally building conditions that increase content mastery, academic confidence, and long-term student achievement. At Miller, our work and success are not left to chance. Like an iceberg, the results people see above the surface are a small part of our story. Beneath the surface, there's intentional work happening every day by a committed team of educators who persist until success happens by ensuring we're doing the right work and to sustain high levels of growth and achievement for every student every day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Board President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. At Northeast High School, we believe that every student has the potential to succeed. Thank you very much. But potential only becomes a promise when it's supported by intentional action. That belief drives our push to the promise plan. Our work centers on 3 key commitments: know the data, name the gap, plan the push. This graphic provides a quick snapshot of how we are aligning our priorities, the strategies we've implemented, and the early indicators of success as we continue to push towards what's promised. First, let me highlight our push priorities. Our first priority is align efforts across the entire school community. Through what we call the through line, actions are coordinated from the principal and leadership team to professional learning communities, teachers, and ultimately our students. Every member of our school community plays a role in the push. Second, we emphasize rigorous approaches, implementing intensive priority standard review cycles and small group reteaching that mirror the cognitive demand of the Georgia milestone. Finally, we focus on committed delivery, ensuring that the data-driven review, practice, and remediation are consistently embedded into daily instruction. To support these priorities, we've implemented several key strategies. The first is the Green Dot Challenge, a mastery-focused incentive program where students are recognized for achieving strong performance on targeted practice and progress learning. We also maintain a continued focus on improving attendance because we recognize that our students must be present to win. To support this effort, we have implemented a house system that encourages accountability and motivates our scholars to persevere through challenges. Targeted students check in daily using attendance punch cards, and they earn incentives for both perfect attendance and improved attendance. These strategies help us reinforce the connection between showing up consistently and achieving academic success. Finally, we've implemented a consistent instructional framework where students engage in individualized practice, teacher-led small group review of priority standards, and each session concludes with a milestone-style question to monitor mastery. As a result of these efforts, we are beginning to see encouraging outcomes. We are seeing improved attendance and engagement, ensuring more students are present during this critical instructional preparation period. We're also seeing elevated instructional quality indicated through our weekly and biweekly evidence of student learning walkthroughs with stronger alignment of tasks to learning targets and standards, higher task quality, and increased student engagement. And finally, we are seeing mastery-based performance growth reflected in higher completion rates in progress learning and steady progress in Green Dot mastery across our tested courses. At Northeast High School, building better means moving students from potential to proficiency. Through aligned leadership, rigorous instruction, and student ownership, our push to the Promise Plan is designed to ensure more students achieve at proficient and distinguished levels on the Georgia milestone, and more students are prepared for their chosen paths of success. Because the truth is, our students already have the potential. Our responsibility is to build the systems that turn potential into proficiency. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to highlight the great work we're doing at Northeast High School. Thank you.
Okay, as we close out our presentation today, our focus is on sustaining momentum and ensuring that the gains that you heard about actually translate into strong year-end outcomes for students. Instructionally, we're going to maintain our focus on Tier 1 instruction, targeted intervention, and acceleration. We'll continue to use data-driven instruction. Of course, you heard about Beacon today, but we'll continue to use data-driven instruction to guide final instructional adjustments. We're going to continue our focus on attendance and mental health supports, particularly focusing on those students who are at or nearing those chronic absenteeism thresholds as we continue to strengthen our family outreach and our school level engagement strategies. We'll also continue with extended learning and student support. We're going to continue maximizing after school and extended learning programs. And of course, we're looking forward to our summer push, where we'll continue that engagement with students as well. Finally, the leadership and monitoring. You heard about our executive officers today and the work that they are doing in supporting our schools, particularly around coaching, PLCs, and instructional rounds. We'll continue monitoring in those spaces and celebrating the gains that we're seeing, as well as quickly responding where needed. Finally, we're going to finish the year with urgency, coherence, and consistency so that we can ensure every student is positioned for successful promotion, graduation, and summer readiness. Now, our message today hopefully was clear. We are finishing the year strong, but we're taking deliberate action now so that every student is pushed, every student is positioned, and every student is aiming for success. And that concludes our presentation. We thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions for this group? Yes, Ms. Hanlon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for your presentation. That was very informative. I had a question on slide number 9, which talked about the summer learning programs.
Bear with me.
It talks about the number of, increased school days and the number of events. Is the academic progress of the students measured, and how, or is that just through the ongoing? I mean, how can we tell that these after-school programs are working?
Yes. So we do measure our student growth. Just presently, we started using a new program where this program will put students on learning paths to see where their deficits are, and then we go back and do a diagnostic with them to see what progress they've made. Additionally, the grant requires of us to track student grades, and presently we have about 92% of our students not having to repeat any with failing grades. We also track STAR data. So we track the growth with the student, and last year with our STAR, we did see 11.3% growth, I think it was, for our ELA, and then we saw about 14% growth with our math.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I keep going?
Any other questions? Yes, go
I've
ahead.
got 2 more. Slide 11, and this is just has to do with the visits. It shows that so far this year there's been about 1,200 visits. Please define a visit.
A visit is when a coach or any other member of our team goes out to the school. They may be conducting a PLC. They may be coaching a coach and providing support for the coach. They may be providing some support to the teacher in the classroom. They may be modeling a lesson, or they may be conducting professional development. So it kind of runs the gamut of what that school needs for support. Sometimes a coach or a teacher or a principal is asking for specific support. Sometimes the support is based on what we've seen when we've gone out, or something that an executive officer might have seen as a need. So we're filling those gaps as we go.
Okay, thank you. And then I just had one more question regarding, it seems like there's a whole lot of testing going on. Is there too much?
That's a great question. We're always looking for ways to assess what we're doing in the classroom, but we're also looking for ways to lean out and make sure that we are not over-assessing. So when it comes to the district, we use STAR and Beacon as our primary district measurements, and then we also have DUAs. That's it for us. Everything else really is derived at the school-based level in terms of how teachers and staff measure student success. But as far as district metrics, those are the ones that we use.
In terms of the school-based, happening too much?
I can't answer for every school, but what I can tell you is that this year we standardized the number of grades that teachers should have in the grade book. So in the past, a teacher might have said, okay, if there are 48 standards, I'm going to give 48 tests. We no longer operate in that way. We have a specific number of assessments by grade level and by subject for every school in our district.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yes,
If I may, I don't want to miss the opportunity for any of our principals to jump in. If no pressure, no pressure. But if you wanted to address the testing piece, but no pressure at all. I just want to add that we know that that has come up as a subject of teacher burnout. We've taken some very deliberate steps in that space in having our employee listening session, in addition to our teacher advisories, where we put out a survey to get information, very specific information and recommendations from our teacher body. And that has turned itself around to a very comprehensive summary that we plan to do more work with. And one of the things that came up was assessments along with some recommendations. So we're moving that in the right direction to ensure that we hear our people on the ground. And one of the things we found that there's a need for continued clarity in terms of how all the pieces fit together, which is part of the reason for the comprehensive report that you got today. So we look forward to favorable results as a result of that information.
yes, Ms. Johnson.
This was quite a bit for me to comprehend. I did the best I could with what I had. Okay, I'm looking at Miller Magnet School, and I imagine this would apply to any of the schools. For example, the impact with committed delivery.
Yes.
Let's look at STAR Math.
Yes.
I'm just using this for an example, okay? 23% proficient and 60% in developing. But our goal is to at least get to proficient. Is that correct?
Yes, that's the goal. And for our school, when we started out at the beginning of the year, we used our STAR beginning of the year data. We were at like 16%. So that was some growth with the students that came in from in the fall. We're at 16% proficient, while our goal was for us to have at least 30 to 40% proficient. So that was their baseline. So we showed that they grew from the fall to the winter, 23%, moved from the developing or the beginning area, moved up a band, grade band.
Is that on the chart? Is that on this?
No, that's not on the chart.
Okay, that kind of threw me.
Yes, it's from fall to winter.
I didn't know you were showing how they had grown from one testing period to another one.
Right.
Okay, so as I look at this, if right now, this still math, and I'm using math as an example.
Right.
If right now we only have 23% scoring proficient and 60% scoring developing, what can you expect to see at the end of the year?
For us at Miller, we utilize a triangulation of data. We look at 3 data points. This STAR is just 1 point. They took the STAR in December. We have since taken the Beacon exam, and on the Beacon exam, we were way above with the prepared area because the scoring metrics are different with Beacon and STAR. But right now, we're showing that we should be at least 40% of our students at the proficient level, which we also have almost like 75 at the high developing proficient. So they're in these bands, and to move them up to those next bands. So we right now, we look like we're sustaining our growth that we had from last year.
So to Dr. Lett, I'm assuming that, and I'm just picking on you because I'm just looking at yours, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm assuming that we're expecting each school to progress at that particular level, somewhere near that level that she is speaking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we do set a high bar. We have all schools aiming for about a 10% increase, whereas the state expectation is a 3%. So we shoot for the 10, with the hopes that we're going to land at 6% or better, but we really want the 10.
I appreciate you for setting your goals high. I just want you to have them reachable.
Reachable. They are reachable.
Okay, my last question is, you know I'm a biggie when it comes to attendance. And you all mentioned the attendance. And when I was looking at the graphs in the package, I always have a hard time understanding that graph. So what I need to know is, are we actually seeing improvement in the attendance at every grade level or at every school? Or what are we really seeing?
I can't say that we're seeing improvement at every grade level. I would have to go back and look at that and do a comparison for you, but I would be glad to put that together. But we are seeing an overall improvement, yes.
Yes, I'd like to see that, especially since it was so concerning to me that we got our truancy person in. I just want to know what kind of progress are we making at this point? Are we making any progress?
Sure, I'll be glad to put that together for you.
Thank you. I think that's all I had.
Any other questions? Dr. Woodford?
Yes. Thank you, team, for all the work you are doing in the district. So in Dr. Lovett's intro, she talked about district attendance initiatives and mental health supports. And I know that's referencing the students. But my question is for our executive officers, maybe. So we know we have a district that's populated with high-need students. How are we helping our principals and teachers combat compassion fatigue?
So that's a great question. I would have to share one of our school improvement goals or CIP goals really deals with what are we doing in terms of employee, not just retention, but also how are we engaging our students, our staff rather, in certain progress goals, and how's our climate and culture going within our buildings. And so at every single school, they have some sort of employee recognition program or some sort of employee culture and climate committee. It varies from school to school, but I like to call it MTSS for adults or SEL for adults. And every single school has some sort of wellness and school culture committee. In addition to that, we, I don't want to misspeak for HR, but we also have other human resource programs available for staff if we see that staff are exhibiting signs of anxiety or burnout or different items such as that we can recommend for them to see external counseling. In addition to our wellness and behavioral specialists that are present in every school, they check in, quite honestly, not just on our scholars, but also on our staffs as well.
So would you happen to know what our teacher attendance rate is? Were you going to say something?
I was just going to add that we have mental health clinicians through our mental health grant. They also provide professional development for our teachers in that area to help support whatever their needs are.
Thank you.
And Dr. Woodford, we can take that down as a question to get back with you all in terms of the staff attendance rates. That's not something that's readily available, but that is information I believe we can get. We'll check with HR, but I believe we can produce that information as well.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? I have a comment. Thank you so much for this presentation. It's not only great to hear from our senior cabinet, but those people that are the boots on the ground and that are in their offices and they're working with our kids and they're working with our teachers every day. And then they're proud to share what they're doing. So I really appreciate all of you today. It was very informative for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we have one action item, which is the renewal of the Renaissance Suite for 26-27. We have Dr. Rogers here to go over this action memorandum for us.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, and Dr. Sims. The Bibb County School District continues to implement the Renaissance products or services district-wide to support universal screening, progress monitoring, differentiated instruction, and the prediction of student proficiency and mastery of state standards. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education approves the renewal of the Renaissance products and program management for the 2026-2027 school year and authorize a purchase order in the total amount of $2,068,543.25, consisting of $1,868,543.25 from general funds and $200,000 for professional learning services from title funds. This renewal represents year 2 of the consolidated Renaissance contract.
You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion to approve? So moved. Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
Second.
Second from Ms. Hanlon. Any questions?
Question.
Yes.
Thank you,
Woodford.
Dr. Rogers. So are we locked into this, this contract?
No, ma'am, we're not locked in. We have the opportunity, if we would like, to either decrease or increase services as we see fit to bring back to the board for board approval.
So based on your recommendation, because I know at one point we had talked about before we automatically renew contracts, that we would have an update of some sort. Is that something that you can share later with us?
We certainly can, the progress of our students utilizing the products.
Thank you.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes, thank you for that presentation. I was looking for what I was looking for in this document here, because I don't see the same thing in the one that was sent to us by email. And I'm sure the one that I'm looking at is a typo. It was on page 3 of the contract, the signature of Ted Wolf.
So there was an update by our legal team to strengthen the renewal contract to ensure that the company, Renaissance Company, was adhering to our original agreement. And so the legal team asked for the company to initial that update in order to move forward today.
But my concern was the date of the signature. It says 3/18/28.
Okay.
That's the typo I was referring to.
It certainly is.
28 rather than 26.
26.
So I think we ought to correct that.
We certainly will. We will have the Renaissance team to correct that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Mr. Freeman?
Thank you. I just want to say that thanks to our asynchronous learning on Monday, I had the opportunity to observe my household first grader using Freckle. And first I asked him his opinion of it. Since I knew this was coming up for a vote, he gave me a thumbs up. And then I asked him to demonstrate to me how it works. And we went through several lessons with him on different topics. And he was very excited to go through it, show me how the answers work. Interestingly enough, when it came to multiple choice questions at the end, his first impulse was always right, and then he sometimes second-guessed himself and got it wrong. I kind of pointed that out to him. I don't know how much that had to do with the fact that I was looking over his shoulder versus him doing it on his own, but I was happy to see that he's a fan of Freckle. So.
It sounds like we have a opportunity for Mr. Freeman to join our staff and teach a couple of math classes.
We'll see about that. I'm pretty
Thank you
good
for
at
the
his
comments.
first grade level math.
First grade level math. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes unanimously and goes to the consent agenda.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. President, that's the end of instructional services, and we will have one item up for consent agenda.
Thank you, Dr. Garrett Boyd. Next, we have the Fiscal Support Services Committee. Ms. Hanlon is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our first item, number FSS1, is the financial statement review by Mr. Eric Bush.
Thank you, and good afternoon, Board President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. Today we're reviewing the financial results of the first 7 months of the fiscal year 2026. We'll start with our general funds as of January 31st, 2026, where we are showing a balance sheet. We have total assets of $94.8 million, total liabilities of $21.8, and fund balance of $72.9 million. We've currently received $167.4 million of our budgeted revenues of $273.2 million. That represents 61% of those budgeted revenues, and we have expended or encumbered $167.9 million, roughly 56.7% of those budgeted expenses. As of January, we are still showing 68% of our budgeted expenses, our actual expenses, represented in instruction, pupil services, and improvement of instructional services. And moving to our all funds combined, we are showing total assets of $782.8 million, total liabilities of $45.2 million, leaving us with a total fund balance of $737.6 million. And as of January 31st, we are showing cash on hand of $23.8 million, investments of $131 million, leaving us with total liquid assets of $154.8 million. In the statement of revenues and expenses for all funds combined, we are showing we've received $233.2 million of our budgeted revenues, which represents 64% of those revenues, and we have expended or encumbered $251.5 million, roughly 62% of our expenditures. And lastly, looking at our 2021 eSPLOS campaign, we had monthly receipts, which is interest earnings of actually those are residual sales tax dollars of $23,447. We're showing we've received $214.4 million over the life of this eSPLOS campaign, expended $158.4 million over the life of the campaign, leaving us with cash and investment balances of $64.5 million. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you for your presentation. Are there any questions? Mr. Hester.
You can hear me. Thank you for your presentation. I guess I like what I'm seeing with revenue up a little bit over expenses, but is that a timing issue mainly, or is that?
It possibly could be because we received our tax revenue in the bulk of it in October and November. Right. So you get that inflation in percentage amount that we received during that fall season. And you'll notice as we, since that's the bulk of our revenue, as we go throughout the rest of the year, our fund balance and our cash balances will decrease because we're really only getting in QBE revenue and some miscellaneous tax revenue. Yeah.
Thank you.
Other questions? I did have one question or a comment. Thank you for the explanation of the slide that we see every month that tells us the percentage of dollars or of spent in the classroom.
Okay.
And that it should be legally 65% or above, and we are consistently above that amount. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Mr. Freeman.
I'm not sure that this is the appropriate time, but since you're up here, Mr. Bush, I want to bring it up. Dealing with our financial situation, we've had our most recent budget meeting, and there was a board brief that went out that has been highlighted recently in social media and in the newspaper by various individuals. I've gotten some calls from people. They're concerned about two words that were on that entire board brief, and that is staffing furloughs. At this point in time, I know this isn't a budget discussion, but we are talking about finances. There is not a present recommendation by the district that we furlough staff in any way, or that teachers need to be concerned that we're recommending that teachers be furloughed at this point, is there?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
That was
the way I
more-
read that board brief, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that was a look at all the potential ways that expenses could be limited, just as the potential ways that revenue could be increased through taxes or other things. Is that right? Is that a fair assessment?
That's fair, yes.
Okay. So if I'm getting a call from a teacher who's concerned they're going to need to look for another job because they don't want to have any furloughs going on, that's not an accurate representation of where we are in the budget process, is it?
Not in the budget process at this moment, no.
Okay. Thank you for that.
If there are no other questions, thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Our next item is number FSS3, approval of the district long-term facilities plan. Mr. Sam Kitchens.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. This memorandum is recommending the Bibb County Board of Education adopt resolutions approving a modification to the local facilities plan and then authorizing the superintendent to submit the final local facilities plan to the Georgia Board of Education for approval. OCCGA 20-2260 requires that school district perform a comprehensive facility survey every 5 years. So the current plan was completed and validated, and this is a modification for the modernization of Burned Elementary that we discussed earlier, and then the subsequent resolution to recommend final approval to the Georgia Board of Education. It's recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education adopt the resolutions approving the modification to the local facilities plan and authorizing the superintendent to submit the final local facilities plan to the Georgia Board of Education for approval.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Garrett Boyd, second by Dr. Woodford. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye.
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 All opposed, nay. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Mr. Kitchens. The next item, number FSS4, network switch replacement. Mr. Kevin Adams.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Technology Service Division is seeking board approval to replace core network switches in our district data center and schools. This request is based on RFP 26-029 and will utilize a combination of E-rate funds at 85% and general funds at 15%. It is recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the purchase order to DISYS Solutions Incorporated for the district's upgrade of network switches in an amount not to exceed $755,000. The funding source is E-rate and general funds.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve? So moved by Mr. Hester, second by Mr. Freeman. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item, number FSS5, district-wide propane bid. Mr. Anthony Jackson.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Dr. Sims. The district currently is operating under the final year of renewal for propane fuel services associated with request for quote 21-013. In accordance with board policy and established purchasing guidelines, a new competitive solicitation was released on January 22nd of this year and closed on February 23rd. 3 companies attended the pre-bid meeting, but only 2 companies submitted proposals. Of those 2 companies, Ferrogas provided the most responsive and responsible bid for the district at 30 cents per gallon plus applicable taxes above the daily price for propane from the Dixie Pipeline located in Milner, Georgia. The annual cost for propane fuel for FY '27 will exceed $150,000. And a presentation will be brought to the board at a later date for approval for that spend. It is recommended that the Board of Education authorize the superintendent to execute the proposed agreement with Feral Gas for the provision of propane fuel services beginning July of 2026 to ensure uninterrupted operations and continued compliance with district procurement policies.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve? I'll say moved by Mr. Johnson, second by Mr. Freeman. Are there any questions? Mr. Morton.
Mr. Jackson, is what's going on in Iran going to have any potential impact on what propane will cost us?
Possibly. What I can tell you is that we've already seen an impact on gas and diesel, but we haven't seen that same increase on propane.
So when we get propane, do we purchase it on basically when we need it?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you.
Our next item, number FSS 6, is the implementation of ballistic film district-wide.
Good evening.
Mr. Simmons.
Sorry. Good evening, board members, President Darrell Morton, Superintendent Dr. Dan A. Sims. The Safety and Security Office is requesting the board approval to proceed with installation of ballistic-resistant window film across all district locations. The project is fully funded through our school security grant with $68,800 allocated per school. This enhancement will strengthen vulnerable glass areas, help delay forced entry, reduce glass hazards during critical incidents, improving overall campus safety. This project followed the district procurement process under RFP 26-030, issued on January the 30th, 2026, and closing on March the 2nd, 2026. After careful evaluation, Clear Armor LLC was identified as the vendor providing the best overall value and solution for the district. It is recommended that the board approve the installation of ballistic-resistant window film at designated district facilities and authorize the administration to proceed with procurement and implementation as outlined. The total amount of this project will not exceed the $68,800 for each location as outlined in funding source of safety security bid.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Johnson, second by Dr. Ficklin. Are there any questions? Dr. Woodford.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony. So what, it says $68,800 for each location. How many locations have you identified?
For all 38 teaching and learning locations.
So all 38
Not to exceed $68,800.
teaching and learning.
So that's all
Facilities.
teaching and learning, all schoolhouses.
So we're not going to get one right here? Just joking.
Well, you actually do got some type of film here, but it's not that ballistic. No.
Okay, thank you. So help me a little bit with the math here. So we're going to pay that amount for 38 schools,
Not to exceed that amount.
not to exceed that amount.
Yes.
Okay, let me think on that. Thank you.
Mr. Morton.
So it's the 68 times the number of places where the film will be installed? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's the overall amount, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Hester? Oh, no. Okay. Other questions?
We're pondering the math.
Hearing none.
It's a big number, so that's I'm okay. I'm good.
It's
Thank
worded
you.
like that because the way the grant is worded, and the grant specifically says 68,800 per location. So that's why we're getting you to approve it that way.
You didn't want that big number to scare us, huh? Thank you all.
All those in favor of the motion, please state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you. That concludes the business of the Fiscal Support Services Committee. Numbers FSS 3 through FSS 6 passed unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Mr. President.
Thank you, Ms. Hanlon. Next, we have Policies and Rules Committee. Dr. Ficklin is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have 5 items on the Policies and Rules Committee. 2 are for action and 3 are for first readings. First one, Policy EE, Food Service Management for action. And Ms. Coles is going to just tell you basically what was changed on them.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Dr. Sims. For PR 1, which is Policy EE, Food Services Management, this policy is up for second reading. There have been no changes to this policy since first reading, and therefore it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the revisions to Policy EE, Food Services Management.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Been moved in second. All in favor, let it be known. Any discussion, excuse me. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign.
Likewise, for PR2, Policy EEE, Wellness Program, there have been no changes to this policy since first reading, and it is recommended that the board approve the changes to Policy EEE, Wellness Program.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Been moved in second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Okay, PR3, Policy JGI. This is the first reading.
Thank you very much. For Policy JGI, there are very minimal revisions to this policy, primarily simply to align it with the statutory language regarding mandatory reporting. The next step will be for the district to post the revised Policy JGI, Child Abuse or Neglect, on Assembly to receive input from the board members and stakeholders for 30 days. The policy will be brought to the next board meeting for second reading and final board adoption and approval.
Thank you. PR4, Policy JGJ.
Policy JGJ also has very minor revisions, focusing solely on non-substantive edits intended to enhance consistency and clarity. The next steps will be as previously stated.
Thank you. And number 5, PR5, Policy JGJA, Suicide Prevention, and I just encourage you to read it very carefully because we have had some very close school districts around us with some items in the news concerning suicide.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. The changes to this policy have been made to ensure the district is in alignment with the recent statutory amendments to suicide prevention requirements for school districts. The next steps will be as previously stated.
Thank you. Mr. President, that concludes the Policy and Rules Committee. We have PR1 and PR2 that were passed unanimously as they will be sent to the consent agenda, and 3, 4, and 5 you are encouraged to read. That ends our report.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. Appreciate that. Next, we have Personnel Services Committee. Mr. Freeman is the chair. Mr. Freeman, I will advise you that when it comes to executive session, we will need that for the purposes of personnel matters, legal matters, and school safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. With that in mind, board members, may I have a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of personnel, legal, and school safety?
Second.
I heard Dr. Garrett Boyd make the motion, second by Ms. Hanlon. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're in executive session.
right. Well,
Superintendent Fiscal.
Okay. Dr. Garrett Boyd? All right. Okay, folks. Okay. All right. Mr. Freeman, you want to make a motion?
May I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Second.
Motion by Dr. Ficklin, second by Dr. Woodford. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are out of executive session. Board members, may I have a motion to approve PS1 as presented?
So moved.
Second. Motion by Dr. Garrett Boyd, second by Mr. Hester. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That passes unanimously. May I have a motion to approve PS 1.1 as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Dr. Garrett Boyd. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That passes unanimously. May I have a motion to approve PS 1.2 as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Mr. Hester. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I will abstain from that one. That one will be sent to new business with a vote of 7-0 with one abstention. May I have a motion to approve PS 6 as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Garrett Boyd, second by Ms. Hanlon. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That passes unanimously. Mr. President, that concludes the business of Personnel Services Committee. PS 1, 1.1, and 6 will be sent to the consent agenda. PS 1.2 will be sent to new business.
All right, thank you, Mr. Freeman. Board members, you have an information section which contains various items. If you have questions, please feel free to direct them to Dr. Sims. Do we have anything else before I ask for a motion to adjourn the committee meeting? There being none, at this point, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Hester, second by Mr. Freeman. Any questions? There being none, all in favor, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none. It is 6:33 and the committee meeting is adjourned. And we're going to start up in just a couple of minutes with the regular meeting. Good evening, everybody. It is 6:37, and I call to order the Bibb County Board of Education meeting. Thank you for everyone for being here. Golly, we're bursting at the seams. This is very impressive. First thing, I am going to ask for a motion to to amend the agenda by removing from the consent agenda PS2 and PS 1.2 and adding it to new business. Could I have
So
a motion,
moved.
please? Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Mr. Freeman. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
And now I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Woodford. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. There is none, and that passes unanimously. Thank you, board members. Next on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. We have a whole crew of people to help us this evening. So would Ava Harvey, a fifth grader at Vineville Academy, Calla Ken, who's a Rutland Middle School student, London Rogers, who's an 11th grader at Howard High School, and a student emeritus, Carmelita Dillard, please come forward to lead us in the pledge. Yeah, please.
No, just the stand up for
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go that way. And Calla's a princess. Senior queen. Senior queen. Well, it used to be senior queen. I don't know. So they don't say senior. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you so much. We haven't had that many people pledge for us in a long time, so thank you. Next is the invocation, which will be led this evening by Dr. Henry Fickler.
May we bow. Gracious, kind Heavenly Father, we come with thanksgiving in our hearts that you belong to us and we belong to you. And Lord, we thank you for this year of education in Bibb County. We thank you for the leadership. We thank you for all of the victories that we've celebrated down to this present moment, Father. And we look forward to other victories that are in our view. Lord, we ask now that you would just be with us and keep us focused on the main purpose of why we serve, and that is to enlighten and educate the children in Bibb County. Father, help us to always stay focused on the children in everything that we do. Help us to be focused on the true mission so that it will not become secondary to managing other kinds of differences in our lives. Father, we ask now that you would be with us, come into this meeting, guide us, give us the courage of our conviction that we may do those things that are for the best outcome of each and every child in our system. This is our prayer. In your son's name we do ask. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. Next, we have the report of the superintendent, Dr. Sims.
Thank you, Board President Morton, and good evening to everybody. It's so great to see you. And as always, we like to take some time to highlight all the things happening with our schools and districts. So buckle up, let's go. Thank you to schools and departments throughout the district for bringing recognition and awareness to individuals who support the operation of our schools and district. I'm grateful for the invaluable support received from our social worker crew in support of everything that happens in our schools and community. In terms of our maintenance and grounds workers, we should give them a word of thanks every time we walk across well-manicured grounds and into well-lit, air-conditioned, functioning buildings. Procurement is one of our most important processes, keeping us in line with ethical spending and purchasing practices. If any of those individuals are here tonight representing procurement, school social work, or our maintenance and grounds, would you stand and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. It is also Youth Art Month, and the 567 Center for Renewal has featured our young creators who have worked hard to develop their artistic voices. This evening, we are also celebrating School Board Appreciation Week, which is recognized each year across the state as a dedicated time to honor the leadership, service, and commitment of local school board members. And we have our magnificent 8 up here with me. Their service makes a lasting difference in our schools and communities. Can y'all give it up for our board members? And thanks to all of our schools who contributed these beautiful gifts, and we'll have more to say about our board members at the end. Congratulations to Tobias Williams, a Boys and Girls Club of Central Georgia and Howard High School senior who celebrated recently for being selected as one of 22 finalists nationwide in a mobile phone case design contest hosted by Cox and Boys and Girls Clubs of America. That's what I'm talking about. That's nice too. State Superintendent Richard Woods visited Bibb this month to present achievement banners to 9 schools that were recognized as literacy and math leader schools for the 2024-25 school year. The following schools were honored as literacy leaders. If you're here, just stand on up. Alexander II, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School, Springdale Elementary, and VIP Academy. The following schools were honored as math leaders: Appling Middle, Ballard Hudson Middle, Burdell Hunt Magnet, Howard Middle, Miller Magnet Middle, and VIP Academy. Schools receive these designations for students showing growth and proficiency in key areas of the Georgia Milestones assessments. We are thrilled to announce that Kiana Curry, Carrie Lewis, and Dana Thomas of Northeast High School, founders of the Cozy Wick, have been named the winners of the 2026 Bibb County Flex Competition. The competition held yesterday at the Tubman Museum showcased the incredible entrepreneurial talent of local students. The Cozy Wick team received startup funds from the Griffith Foundation and advances to the Georgia Flex Competition for the opportunity to win 10,000 big ones. Let me tell you about Bibb. We are a district filled with talent, and they have been representing us at the state capitol this month. Dr. Tanya Simmons-Lee, coordinator for school-based mental health and president-elect of the Licensed Professional Counselor Association of Georgia, joined colleagues for Licensed Professional Counselors Day. Governor Brian Kemp recognized the vital role counselors play in supporting mental health and wellness across our state. Robert Bartlett, Bibb County Young Farmer and Rutland High instructor, visited the Capitol for Georgia Young Farmer Day and GACTE Day. Guests had the opportunity to share the impact of agriculture in Bibb County and the important role CTAE and agricultural education programs play in preparing the next generation of farmers and industry leaders. Dr. Danielle Jones, Homeless and Foster Care Liaison, was honored on Women's Day at the Capitol. She was recognized by state legislators as one of Georgia's 100 Women of Excellence in honor of her work with students and families experiencing homelessness. Vineville Academy of the Arts students Luna Archer, 2nd grade, and Elena Murillo, 3rd grade, had a wonderful experience with their families at the Capitol Art Exhibit in Atlanta. They met State School Superintendent Richard Woods and discussed their artwork and the importance of art in their education. Thank you all for an amazing job of representing Bibb County Schools at the Capitol. And I just got another picture today of some other young ladies who are at the Capitol today. So we are capitalized in these Macon streets. Anthropology students from Mercer University visited Central High to launch their Anthropology 101 in 2 hours program. This program introduced IB students to a variety of topics in the field of anthropology, including how it connects to courses like biology and other classes they're taking in high school. Bibb County 2nd graders visited the Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park. Students explored the grounds, learned about the area's history, and discovered why the mounds are such an important part of our region's heritage. BCSD has adapted Lightspeed Alert to ensure we have timely responses to student challenges. This gives us a way to react in a proactive manner by addressing students before they take actions that may negatively impact their own safety or that of their peers. As we onboard this product, we have engaged district leaders, school building administration, and our campus police force. And recently, Lightspeed recognized our work with the Innovation for Impact Award received by Kevin Adams, our Chief Technology Officer. Rutland Middle School recently hosted a Gear Up Pathways to Success Stakeholder Night. Families learned about Georgia Milestones preparation, math and ELA tutoring opportunities, and ways to track student progress and set academic goals. And Gear Up students from all BCSD middle schools recently participated in a learning experience at iFly Atlanta. Students engaged in hands-on, experiential STEM activities led by STEM educators and explored physics concepts like airflow, force, and velocity inside a vertical wind tunnel, connecting classroom concepts to real-world applications. It is International Women's Month, and the incredible women of the District Effectiveness and Federal Programs Department rolled up their sleeves at BCSD Women Build Day, partnering with Habitat for Humanity to build homes and serve our community. I know we have a room full of women. With all the women, just stand for a minute. Can we just recognize you for Women's History Month? Come on, stand on up, ladies. We don't have to, but just about the whole room. Thank you so much, and we appreciate each and every one of you. The Bibb County School District hosted its 10th annual Principal for a Day. About 40 community members walked in the footsteps of principals and learned about the day-to-day operations of running a school. Thank you to all of those who supported this initiative. The Cherry Blossom Festival begins tomorrow. When does it begin? And the entire district is going pink. Let me catch my breath for this next part, y'all. Several of the district's art instructors created art pieces for the Parade of Poodles exhibition. The Cherry Blossom Royal Court features 2 Bibb students and a former educator this year. You just saw them with the pledge. The district will pink out with a shirt featuring artwork by a Vineville Academy student. CTSO students will volunteer and engage at the park next week. A Howard Middle teacher won a cherry ice cream party from Pebbles to Poodle in the Cherry Blossom door decorating competition. She was the first person to ever win an award from a dog. Our students and staff will be participating in the parade this weekend, and we really hope you will meet me at Calvin Creighton Park on Wednesday evening to discuss topics of learning and family engagement. Thanks to those who made it out to read to students for Read Across America. As we continue to push literacy, every effort helps to turn the light on in the student. And yes, that is a kindergarten guest reader. Heritage Elementary kindergarten student Rashad Green volunteered to share his love of reading with classmates. Y'all heard that, right? Kindergarten kid up there reading to his class. An awesome job was done by all of our volunteers, and Rashad, keep up the great work. The Bibb County District Human Resources Division hosted its annual teacher recruitment fair at Westside High School. More than 200 candidates attended the fair, and 30 walked away with signed contracts for next school year. The HR Division also hosted BCSD's annual biometric screening event this month. This impactful wellness experience featured special guests and health experts, and employees could earn wellness incentive points by attending. A total of 81 biometric screenings were conducted, 14 mobile 3D mammograms, and 13 mobile prostate cancer screenings. Thank you to our health partners for helping us to make wellness a priority. The Mentors Project of Bibb County announced a new partnership with Fort Valley State University's Cooperative Extension 4-H Positive Youth Development Program, uniting two mission-driven organizations to empower Bibb County's next generation of leaders. Together, they are connecting Ballard Hudson Middle students with caring adult mentors and hands-on 4-H learning experiences. This past weekend, 7th and 8th graders participated in the 4-H District Project Achievement. 5 students gave speeches, and 1 student gave a musical performance on the saxophone as they competed against students from other counties in Georgia. Students, we are very proud of you and your accomplishment. The possibility of severe weather this week didn't stop learning from taking place. While the district shifted to an asynchronous learning day, parents submitted photos of students busy at the work of learning. I want to thank our community partners for donating gift cards. And that was DA Anita Howard's office, and Alessandra, I can't remember her last name, but she works for the Dozier Law Firm, gave me a total of $600 in gift cards, y'all, to do drawings for a random drawing celebrating our resilient students and their parents. The first event in the Meet Me Where You Are series took place last week with Meet Me at the Barbershop. This was an amazing evening of conversation, mentorship, and preparation for the milestones. Don't forget that you can join us for this series. Next slide, please. And here are the next slides. Please mark your calendars for the Cherry Blossom Meet Me at the Park, for the 3 locations remaining for Meet Me at the Barbershop, and then our culminating event is huge, Meet Me at the Mall. So save these dates, please, and we look forward to seeing you. And as we get ready to close, let us celebrate a great thing happening with the Macedonia Women of Grace Service Awards Gala. If you look right in the middle, you have our one and only Meredith Champion Johnson being honored. There she is. You don't have to tell Meredith Johnson to stand. She's going to stand and wave at you. So we look forward to her being honored. Congratulations on being a woman of grace. And as we go to my next slide, I always like to kind of close out with some great student experiences. I'm going to start in the upper left-hand corner. I had the pleasure of meeting Sanaya Davis. She is our Boys and Girls Club. There she is, our Student of the Year. Y'all, this beautiful young lady just told me about the whole process, and I am just beyond impressed, and I'm happy to know that you are a junior. I look forward to getting to know you better and all the awesome things you will continue to do. We're going to celebrate you in just a minute. In the bottom left-hand corner, that is Jada Bienemy. I always get emails from students, y'all, and if you email me, I'm coming to see you. So I went to see Jada, and Jada has been carefully studying our attendance policy and has recommendations, written recommendations of what we can do to adjust our attendance policy. Y'all, when students are doing that kind of stuff, that's exactly where we need to go. And she is also a junior, so looking forward to continued work with her. And then I get an email from Sterling Henson and Nicholas Battle, and it simply asks me to join them in a round of golf so that we can talk about life, get some advice, and talk about their college plans. So you know what I did? I laced up the foot joints, put the golf clubs on my back, and when I tell you those are 2 of the most rewarding hours I've spent with some students. And I'm just so impressed with all of these juniors, just some of so many examples of some amazing students we have in this building who are in our district, who are forward thinking and who are adding significant value. I love each and every one of you. Let's give it up for our students, y'all. All right. Let's have some fun for a minute as we celebrate our board members. In honor of School Board Appreciation Week, I prepared a school board member version of Guess Who. All right? So these are the 8 facts about our school board members. The first one might be found on any given day on the farm doing what he or she loves. The second fact had a whole job to report to before going to school and still working. Number 3, still teaches once a week and loves tending to the flowers. Number 4, takes care of 21,000 students and little babies and toddlers in his or her own way. Number 5, can probably outdance everybody in this room. Number 6, was once a wiry sports writer with a photographic memory on all things sports, #facts. Number 7, teaches as well as just might beat you in push-ups, pull-ups, Pilates, and even a half marathon. And number 8 is a true fashionista in these streets who loves to shop for clothes. All right, so let's see if you know who these people are. Go to the first one. The first one might be found on any given day on the farm doing what he or she loves. Who do you think it is? Point to him. Where do you stand? Next slide. That is James Freeman. I want to say at least once a week he's out with his dad on the farm doing what he loves. Next one. Built a fence this morning. Had a whole job to report to before going to school and still working. Who is that? All right, reveal yourself. Would you stand? Henry C. Ficklin. Dr. Ficklin told me his job before he went to school was to feed the animals. And then he went to school and he's still working, even after retirement. All right, let's keep going. Next one. Still teaches once a week and loves tending to the flowers. Who is that?
Johnson.
Would you stand? Meredith Champion Johnson, she's a Bible school teacher. And every time I call her, what you doing? Oh, I'm just out on the deck with my garden and my flowers. All right, next one. Takes care of our 21,000 students and little babies and toddlers in his or her own way. Who is that? Stand up. Barney Hester, he also owns his own daycare center with his lovely wife. All right, let's keep going. Can probably outdance everybody in this room. Who is that? Stand up. Lisa Garrett Boyd. You better name it when the music comes on. The battery is on as well. All right. Was once a wiry sports writer with a photographic memory on all things sports. #facts. Darryl Morton it is. He was a sports writer at Furman University, and he knew stuff so much they nicknamed him Facts. Next one. Teaches as well and just might beat you in push-ups, pull-ups, Pilates, and even a half marathon. Stand up. Kristen Hanlon. She teaches Pure Barre classes and is in shape, big time. And I think y'all know this one is a true fashionista in these streets who loves to shop for clothes. Who is that? Dr. Sandra Woodford. I heard she loves to shop for clothes, always stylish, and stays in these streets. So I want to have a little fun, y'all, as we celebrate our board members. And I wanted to do that because these are human beings, y'all. Some great human beings who are tasked with this awesome task of overseeing our district. And we want to say to all of you, happy Board Member Appreciation Week, and we love and appreciate every one of you. All right, that concludes my report. I'll turn it over now to Dr. Shara Williford for further recognitions.
All right. So at this time, we would like to join schools and districts across the state in celebrating our school board members for GSBA School Board Appreciation Week, which was officially held last week. We'd like to thank our board members for their dedication to public education and continuing service for children in our school district. We'd like to ask each board member to come forward for a group photo. Mr. Darrell J. Morton, Board President at Large, Post 7. We can give a round of applause. Dr. Sandra M. Woodford, Board Vice President, District 5. Mrs. Kristen C. Hanlon, Board Treasurer, District 3. Mrs. Murtis Champion Johnson, District 1. Dr. Henry C. Ficklin, District 2. Mr. Barney T. Hester, District 4. Mr. James M. Freeman, District 6. And last but definitely not least, Dr. Lisa Garrett Boyd, at Large, Post 8. Thank you again for all your hard work and dedication. As a special thank you, our schools have shared tokens of appreciation with each of you this evening to honor this occasion. Let's give our board members another round of applause for a job well done.
Happy Board Appreciation to you all. In the Bibb County School District, we know student success is strongest when schools and the community work together. Each month, we recognize a community partner who helped make this happen. This month, I am pleased to announce that the Greater Macon Chamber of Commerce is our Partner Impact recipient. At this time, we invite members from the Chamber to come forward, shake hands with the board, and take a picture with the superintendent. The Greater Macon Chamber of Commerce has been very instrumental in supporting work through the talent management, our new teacher orientation, welcoming new and international educators, bringing Ron Clark of the Ron Clark Academy as a keynote speaker, connecting the district with the local business and community partners, supporting district events across the school district, and leading BEP meetings to strengthen partnerships. The work and the strong commitment to our educators are very well appreciated. Now we ask that you take a picture with the superintendent. Following that, we ask that you share a few words with us. All right.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to accept this award on behalf of Jessica Walden, the President and CEO of the Chamber, along with our board members, staff, and our many volunteers, and our 800 investors that are a part of us. So again, thank you. We are greater together. Thank you.
Thank you on behalf of the Bibb County Schools. Thank you.
Good evening. At this time, we would like to ask Central High School junior Sanaya Davis to come forward along with school administrators, representatives of Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Georgia. Each year, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Georgia names a Youth of the Year. This honor is bestowed by each local club on a team that exemplifies the type of leadership that the organization is trying to develop in the next generation. At Central High School, Sanaya participates in the school's International Baccalaureate program. Additionally, she dances as a part of the school's Fine Arts pathway. These efforts and more resulted in her selection not only as the Boys and Girls Club of Central Georgia Youth of the Year for 2026, but also the state level winner. She will represent the clubs at the regional competition in Atlanta this June. Congratulations on this honor, Sanaya, and thank you for being #Built for Bibb.
Superintendent Dr. Dan Sims regularly meets with various advisory councils to discuss matters that are important to the school district. This includes a very important group of individuals, our Student Advisory Council. Now, the council is made up of students from each of the district's middle and high schools. These student leaders and ambassadors provide feedback on district initiatives while giving our 21,000 students a direct link to the superintendent and other leaders. Students, when I call your name, I'm going to ask you to come forward. We're going to take some individual pictures. You'll have a chance to meet the board. When your name is called, please go ahead and start coming forward. Starting with Appling Middle School, Kylie Veal and Jamar Smith. We'll keep the hand claps going. Ballard Hudson Middle School, Aki Tyler and Essence Brown. Howard Middle School, London Brooks and Micah Lamb. Miller Magnet Middle School, Rebecca Sinyard and Aiden Stevens. Rutland Middle School, Raina Mullis and Ariel Abrams. Weaver Middle School, Javante Passard and Kaylee Rimbert. We'll pause for just a moment. Okay. Great. All right. We'll keep it going. Central High School, Jorney Woodard and Courtney Rogers. All right. Howard High School, Taylor DeShazar and Jayla Walker. Northeast High School, Carlos Daniel and Cameron Parker. Rutland High School, Carmen Hill and Christian Tarpley. And bear with us, we want to get these very important photos. So we'll pause here. All right, let's keep the hand claps going with Southwest High School, Jeffrey Alexander and Shakalia Hodge. Westside High School, Madison Pritchard and Anthony Horton. And finally, VIP Academy, Gabriel Patterson and Shaylin Calder Denny. All right, let's give it up one more time for our student advisors, our Student Advisory Council. We are so grateful for your voices in this very important work that we do. We definitely couldn't do it without you. So we'll take a brief moment. We're going to do a group photo at this time.
Each year, the district students participate in the Young Georgia Authors Competition, beginning with competition here against other Bibb County students. From there, the best written works advance to the regional competition. This year, I am proud to highlight that 7 students placed at regional competition and 3 of our students placed first at region and will be advancing to the state level. At this time, I'd like to ask the following students to come forward with school and district representatives to be recognized as district winners. Also, if all who are present would please stay, we're almost done with our presentations. Let's celebrate all of our students and families. Please remain with us, please. Just a few more minutes. Asher Walters Kindergarten, Alexander II Magnet School, The Snail and the Gingerbread. Asher also finished in 3rd place at the region level. Samantha Fraga, 1st grade, Springdale Elementary School, wrote Samantha and the Turkey. Samantha also finished in 3rd place at the region level. Kinsley Cotton, 2nd grade at Heritage Elementary School, wrote The New Baby. Erica Gay, 3rd grade, Vineville Academy of the Arts, wrote The Color of Music. Jakarta Dennis, 4th grade, John R. Lewis Elementary School, wrote The Magical Tree. Jackson Bowe, 5th grade at Burned Elementary School, wrote Courts of Freedom. Jackson also finished in 3rd place at the region level. Ava McClendon, 6th grade at Appling Middle School, wrote The Saving of the Only Forest. Ava also finished in 3rd place at the region level. Dixie Adams, 7th grade, Rutland Middle School, wrote The Mask of Pain. Karma Thornton, 8th grade, Miller Magnet School, wrote Curriculum. Karma also finished in 1st place at the region level and will represent Bibb County at the state competition. Fong Nguyen, 9th grade at Westside High School, wrote Lost in Translation. Jordan Anaru, 10th grade at Central High School, wrote Heritage in My Voice. Jordan also finished in 1st place at the region level and will represent Bibb at state. Koon Wynn, 11th grade at Westside High School, wrote When the World Went Silent. Koon also finished in 1st place at the region level and will represent Bibb at the state competition. Mary Oliver Burnett, 12th grade at Northeast High School, wrote She Is Me. Congratulations to all of our Young Georgia author winners, and thank you for being Built for Bibb.
Again, happy board appreciation. The district prioritizes supporting students in all of their endeavors, including interscholastic athletics. At this time, we like to ask the Southwest High School basketball coach, Mark Quincy Harnett, in his absence, his father, Coach Mike Harnett, who's also an assistant coach, and assistant coach Mike Walker, to come forward with representatives of the team. Y'all just come stand right here for a minute. Right there, stop for a minute. Now let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. This season, the Southwest Patriots went 27-7, including a perfect 13-0 record in Region 2A Division I to finish the season as region champions for the second consecutive year. They won 18 straight games to start the 2026 calendar year, including a run through Woodville Tompkins, East Lawrence, Model, and Vidalia in the state playoffs to reach consecutive state title games for the first time since 1979. While this run did not result in a state title, there was plenty to be proud of. Senior guard C.J. Howard finished his career with more than 1,500 points. And senior Chase Dupree, he cleared 2,000 points. And he led the Patriots with in rebounds with 4.9 rebounds per game, 3.6 assists per game, 2.9 steals, and average 27.5 points a game. Y'all come on up and shake the board members' hand. We're proud of them. All right. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Patriots, for a stellar season. We are incredibly proud of you, and we thank you for being built for Bibb. At this time, I'd like to ask Athletic Director Kevin Grooms to come forward. At the Georgia Athletic Directors Association Annual Conference in February, Coach Grooms was named the organization's president for the next year. The organization seeks to train and serve coaches and athletic directors across the state in a way that supports the development of student athletes. Coach Grooms has served as the district's AD since 2021 after a successful career as a head basketball coach and athletic director at Northeast High School. He has been actively engaged in Georgia Athletic Directors Association, serving previously as the membership chair, second vice president, and first vice president. He also has served as faculty chair with both GADA and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administration Association. Congratulations, Coach Grooms, on representing our district.
All right. Thank you, Board. That concludes our recognitions.
Thank you, Dr. Sims. Not on the. I can ask for a motion to do that. I'll deal with that when we get to that part of the thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good here. All right. Let them go. It's all right. We're going to have to amend the agenda to add new business one, which is an amendment to the school calendar. So when we get to new business, I'll just ask for a motion to amend the current agenda. Okay. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry. What's going on? I'm not sure. Is it a green sheet? Basically to deal with the fair is what we're saying too. What was it? Changing the week of fall parade and national fair. Oh, cool. Somebody reached out. Look at some of mine is cool. So we did right. They changed. Yeah. Only care today. Other than the incumbent, you know, I asked Tom doing it before the election. I couldn't see. All right. Okay. All right, next on the agenda, we have invitation to visitors to address the board. Ms. Bailey, I believe we don't have anybody this evening. All right, thank you. Dr. Sims, is there a need for another executive session?
No, sir.
Thank you. All right, board members, we're going to move to the consent agenda, which concludes the confirmation of minutes from our board meetings in February of 2026, along with the items that passed unanimously during our committee meetings consisting of IS2, FSS3, FSS4, FSS5, FSS6, PR1, PR2, PS1, PS1.1, and PS6. Could I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as
I have a
presented?
quick question.
Yes, sir.
On PS6, that's just one recommendation. So take the S off of the appointments.
Yes, that's correct, Dr. Ficklen. Thank you for that. All right. So I think we had a motion from Dr. Woodford.
Second.
And a second from Mr. Freeman. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none. The consent agenda passes unanimously. Next, we're moving on to new business, and board members, I realize that there's an item we're going to be dealing with under new business that was not on the agenda you have in front of you. So I'm going to ask for a motion to amend the agenda to add NB1 under new business. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Woodford. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. There is none. That motion passes unanimously. And now, board members, I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hester, been trying really hard to get in there, and a second by Ms. Hanlon. Any questions?
On the student calendar, is that the one that has the graduation dates on it too? Is that the one that has the high school graduation times on it as well?
It's just changing the fall break to line up with the fair.
I didn't hear that.
It's changing the fall break to line up with the national fair.
Oh, that's the only change.
I believe so.
All right.
We need to approve the agenda.
Oh, thank you. All right. Any other questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none, and that motion passes unanimously. So now we're going to move on to new business, and since Ms. Hartley is in front of us, we'll move on to NB1.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Bibb County School District presented academic calendars for 2025-26 and 2026-27 for board approval in September 2024. An update to the 26-27 academic calendar is being presented with a revision that moves fall break to October 12th through 16th, 2026. No other changes have been made to the 26-27 academic calendar. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education approve the revised 2026-27 academic calendar as presented.
Board members, you've heard the motion. You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Dr. Garrett Boyd. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That passes unanimously. Next on new business is PS 1.2 Certified Personnel Report. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Dr. Garrett Boyd. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Abstain.
So PS 1.2 passes 7-0 with one abstention. And finally, under new business, we have PS 2 Classified Personnel Report. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Woodford. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none. PS2 passes unanimously. Is there any other new business? Dr. Sims?
Yes, just FYI, we have a great event going on right now. It is the Superhero Sneaker Ball at the Alexander Ballroom. This is for anyone with a disability, 12 and older. It is an amazing event. I have some sneakers in the car. I'm about to head over there in just a minute. But I thought y'all like to at least know about what's happening in the city. One of our own personnel puts that on every single year. It's an amazing event. So just FYI. Thank you, Board President. Yes. Also, kind of forgot that. We like to announce our new Executive Director of Personnel, Mr. Andrew DeGans.
All right, any other new business?
No, sir.
Any old business? Before I ask for a motion to adjourn, I really want to speak on behalf of the board. Thank you for all the appreciation. This is so much appreciation, and, you know, but I want you to know, thank you for what you do for the children of this community, for our schools, and the things that help make things better for those who look to us to educate them, to provide them a safe place to go, and to provide them with the kind of nurturing they need to be successful. But thank you so much for this, but thank you for all you do as well. So with that, anything else, board members, before I ask for a motion to adjourn? All right, at this point, I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting. Motion by Ms. Johnson, second by Dr. Ficklin, was it? All right. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. There is none. It is 7:39, and we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.